Well, hello everyone. I just thought I'd play some nice refreshing blob ball here at 5 a.m. because Bad Breaks doesn't know where Canada is. Oh well. Anyway, I just wanted to reset because I have to show there is 90s. That's a pretty important part. It's KLAX. I'm playing on. This is just medium. Ramping is on. These settings they don't actually work in the game because they reset like immediately when you start playing. And the most important thing is we are turning the music on, which is great because this has one of the most, let's say, unique soundtracks in a NES game. So turn up your subwoofers and get ready to rock out in the house. Or, mute the stream. That works too. Okay. I'm gonna start at I'm starting in approximately right now. Okay. Wasn't that a funny trick I like to play? Got you guys good. Oh no, the accuracy of the counter. See, I learned a trick. If you start without telling anyone, then you actually save some seconds on the timer because it starts late. So you might notice that the auto select has started playing another song before the other song finished. So now it's playing part of the audio track. So here's the thing. Tengen was given $5 in order to port this game. And so they're like, hey, what are we gonna do for music? And then Atari is like, what? Leave us alone. And then, so they're like, okay, so they put in some music for their indie band or whatever. And then they made a different game and didn't go back and check this one to see if it worked. So this is KLAX. I have to get so a KLAX is 3 in a row in any direction. Boy, the music this is actually weirder than usual. Oh my god. I'm actually having trouble. So I used to have a lot of trouble playing this game while talking. But then I I've gotten a bit better lately. Well, I mean, I figured that the main thing was I don't have to say anything important. I can just say random gibberish and focus on the game. So alright, so I think this song actually started correctly. So in this wave, there are 100 waves. This is wave 57, because I had a big X warp at the start of the game. It would have taken too long to explain that, because I did it in 5 seconds. This wave is fast. There, I did it. Okay, so it's auto-playing, which means it's supposed to cycle through the songs one by one. But this is the same song as the last song. I can't explain that. Good job, Tengen. There's a bug here. I've done it in previous marathons where I just, basically, you collect the last tile on the same frame that your drop meter fills, and instead of gaming you over, it just makes your drop meter infinite until the next warp screen. But I forgot how to do that, so I'm not doing that here. And this is the same song again. I hope you guys like this song, because I don't think we're getting any different songs. I think this is Rottweiler, but it might be Giganticus Breathalyzer or Dance of the Fairies or something. I should know all the names. That's sort of important. Also, if anyone's saying anything in chat, I can't read it, which is unfortunate. If you want to know how the game works, look at the text below, down there, and then that's what I'm doing. Okay, will the music change? Yes. This is Dance of the Fairies for sure. Yeah, this is a banger, as the kids say. So the kids are all like, wow, I like bangers and MASH. I don't know why they say that. What does that have to do with music? This is the top quality commentary you get at 5 AM, by the way. Wow. So I'm more like accustomed to playing the arcade version of this lately. I played a lot of it earlier in like July. In fact, I would say my speedrun for the arcade version, which is on my channel in my collection somewhere, that's probably one of the best speedruns I've ever done. Cause I like it. The end product was very strong. I recommend watching that. Except it doesn't have music, so I don't know. I actually usually don't play this. I only play this with music during Best of NES, honestly. Not because I don't like the music, it's just usually I'm listening to something else, and this is sort of overpowering. If you can't tell. This like weird industrial heavy music thing is loud. Get off my lawn. Yeah. So the tiles layered over top of each other. So there's some differences between this and the arcade version. This version is much faster, and you have 2 buttons for dropping tiles. This one also, like, I can't go as fast in this one though. Like, it sort of cancels out because once there's a lot of tiles on the screen like this, I can't do anything. Because if I'm like holding down to collect tiles, then some of the ones above will start like layering on top and will be like unpreventable drops taken. A drop is when you just miss a tile. If your drop meter down there fills, then you game over. Then you have to hit start. More about gaming over soon. So I like playing this game with ramping turned off, but which is oh, and that's why I took a game over there. This game has difficulty ramping, which means the more you play, the harder the difficulty gets. Sort of like, that's how we steal your credits in the arcade. But it turns out the setting here that turns ramping off, it turns itself back on, like, after a few waves. Which is a shame. So I have to take game overs, or else the levels get too hard to actually complete. Like, probably have to be task perfect in order to complete them if I don't game over. So if I have to do it, I might as well just do it at the start of the level, especially a hard one like this. Diagonal waves have to be the hardest one, just because it's hard to stay organized. But yeah, that went pretty well. Alright. Okay, so now this song is playing over itself. okay, it stopped. That was weird. Oh yeah, I was gonna... Oh yeah, the tile on the left disappeared. I think it's still there. No, it just despawned. Now, if you like despawning tiles, you should play this in the Game Boy KLAX Marble Madness version. In that game, the tiles despawn all the time, except you can't catch them, and then they take away from your drop meter. That's also the version with Marble Madness that only has 3 levels. So... they showed Tengen how to screw something up. Also, Tengen actually is just Atari, they just didn't call themselves Atari because... I think there's a lot of reasons. But I don't know any of them. This isn't gonna work. This sucks. I'm panicking. Wait, no, this will work. Okay. Sure. That was like a lot of points. That was sick. That was so many points. You can still hear the problem is when you turn the music on, you can't hear any of the sound effects. Though you can still hear the yeah. So that's pretty good. But you can't hear the tiles going like meh, meh, meh. And you can't hear the doo-doo-doo-doo. Wow. Wow, I took a drop right in time with the music. That was great. God, this song's great. Alright, I didn't game over. Nice job. Nice job, me. Alright, this wave gets real fast, so I'm taking the game over. And... like, how hard is it to program, like, a music shuffle? I was talking about Atari or something. I'm sure chat has like the actual answers. It's like it's a combination of they didn't want to be called Atari because Atari was sort of bombing. Plus, they were trying to like sneak their games onto Nintendo. So they didn't want to really be called Atari if it was a Nintendo game. Because that's confusing. Plus, they're all unlicensed. Or not all of them, but in general, most Tengen games were like the, you know, those black carts. This is one of them. They look great though. Did you know that black cart is like Blackheart? Villain from various Marvel things, like Ghost Rider or whatever. I can't remember. I just remember from Marvel superheroes versus etc. Wait, alright, we're good. Too fast. I'm worried about this tile wave, actually. So the horizontal wave coming up here is the slowest wave in the game in terms of tile speed. So I want a lot of, like, momentum going into it. Because of the difficulty ramping. I want it to be I want to have to make up for it. But that's a little scary on the waves approaching it. In the arcade version, this would be game over right now because I've filled up the tiles. But that doesn't make sense because I still have stuff on my drop meter left. Okay, that was close. I don't know if this will work, but we can try it. Yeah, it shouldn't game you over on a tile wave. You just catch them and flip them. I've heard a lot of people say, wow, I didn't know you could flip the tiles. Which is wacky to me because, like, this game's unplayable if you don't do that. You'll never win anything. I looked at chat for 1 second, I saw Bad Breaks made a good joke. Good job, Bad Breaks. So yeah, so this is actually quite scary. If I game over here, then this wave is really, really slow. If I have to redo it. Both because it's 20 horizontals, which is a lot, but just the speed at which the tiles come down is just glacial. Also, sour, please. No! Well, I'm the one who's sour. So it is possible to, like... This is, like, so the way this, the paddle moves is sort of gooey feeling. You can, if I hit left, like here, it doesn't mean I'm gonna necessarily go left by one. I have to hold it, I have to hold it long enough so that it, like, rounds to that one. Also, I did it. It's sort of like the Zelda 1 grid. In fact, there's a phenomenon where if I keep playing this, I'll try to go faster and faster as I keep playing, like in one session. And once I start going too fast, I'll start making a ton of, like, mistakes where I like, stop short. Just because I'm playing too fast. And I like to call that KLAXing. Because once that happens, I have to basically just stop playing and play sometime later. And that also happens in Zelda 1, which is a game I play. Then I call that KLAXing, and then people are like, what? Shut up. They're pretty rude. I mean, have you seen some of these Zelda 1 runners? God. Oh. Bunch of jerks. I hope they're here, or else I'm just, like, slamming them. Well, I mean, I don't... No, I hope none of them's here. Watching KLAX. Alright. Yeah, that got rough, but, you know. It turns out the later waves are, like, harder than the earlier waves. It's 5 AM. That's too bad, though. That's the first time I've gamed over... That's not true. I played this last year, but that was a surprise. That doesn't count. But, so this is the third time I've played it at a best of NES. The first time that run was, I was like actually in KLAX season. I got all the drop glitches and that was really fast. And I've played the arcade version in Marathon. And that, I didn't game over. I 1cc'd in the arcade version, which is not with the ramping turned off. It's impossible with it turned on. But that surprised me because that is not something I do very often. Plus, like even the first wave, the odds of getting a wild tile for the big X are way shorter on the arcade version. It seems in this one they like always give you a wild. The arcade, not so much. Wait. Have they even played this song yet? This is like a remix of the title screen song. These other songs are fine, but really the best song is the title screen song. Oh, I can hear some of the Dance of the Fairies if you listen closely. This looks like it'll be impressive. Wow. Wow. I'm confused. This is getting a bit, oh. Never mind, we're good, we're good. Nobody panic. Well, I hope chat isn't saying anything. Hope they're not saying anything awkward. That'd be funny. Unless it was me. I don't even know what I've been saying. Hopefully it's not like... Hopefully it's been at least, like, slightly about KLAX. This game is a fantastic two-player game, because you can both play at the same time. The marvels of technology. So, I'll try to do this one, I'll take a game over in the next wave. I guess when I said all that stuff about gaming over, I meant, like, non-intentional game overs, obviously. That looks good. Good point wave. Bam. Alright. Well, that's enough of Dance of the Fairies. This is wave 90. I forgot again. We're supposed to look at all the fun things it says before each wave, but I pretty much always forget to do that. What a shame. I'm sort of paying attention. I have to pay a bit of attention here because horizontals are annoying. Alright, I got it. Hint, there are 100 waves in KLAX. Great. I'm glad I decided to pay attention for that one. Just kidding, guys. There's actually 255, so there's another, like, 2 hours of this. KLAXes. Oh yeah. So in this version, they spell KLAXes with an E, which I think is the better way to spell it. In the arcade version, they just say KLAX. It's just KLAX S. Wow, that could be a radio station. KLAX. They could just play this. And then they can go out of business. That'd be a fun, like, Atari radio station. We made a radio station just for the joke. It's Dance of Fairies. Um, I could have ended that. Yeah, good enough. Without the sound effects, sometimes it's hard for me to tell if, like, a drop occurred. Okay, so... Still Dance of Fairies. Well, the drums only. This is the drum solo section of the speedrunning. What is wrong with the music? Oh no, we got... Alright. Had some other part of the music. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, wait, no, I see some... Thinking... Alright, I see an out. Okay. I was confused. Here's the final wave. Wow, look at all these points I need to get. That's too many. I quit. Unless I have some sort of wacky scheme for getting this many points. We could be here all day. Crap. Alright, this will sort of reset the whole thingy. Okay. Let's let that blue one fall there. Some have seen a wild tile, which is sort of required. Wakey wakey. Okay, this sucks. Ah. Let's try that again. I blame the game for that. I had it set up. It's just no wild tile. So sad at KLAX. I blame the game, not me. I could have just cashed in some points there instead of waiting. Okay, so this is... Oh! Alright, we got the full didgeridoo, as I like to call it. Bam! 240,000 points. I win time. Yeah, not bad. Sure. That's 10,000 for the horizontal, or the putting the wild down is the 5 horizontal and the 3 vertical times 2 for 10,000. And then times 6 of 4 verticals. 40,000 times... There'll be a test. I got a 1,000,000 point bonus. And the difficulty is medium. And now I put my name on the scoreboard. No. But we go back to the 90s. And then we do some drum solos. Alright. Alright, what am I playing next? It's... Ooh, Swordmaster. Now, if you thought this... I mean, spoilers. Alright. I'm leisurely switching. Here I go.